Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and occasionally Lilith as well. Especially this week, we are following Lilith as well, because we have our full moon coming up in Virgo, which is where Lilith has been spending a lot of her time lately. So for me, especially with all of my Virgo energy, this is the time where we get to really utilize our gut intuition, because we know that we have studied the facts since we got started with that Virgo new moon way back in August. September? It was September, yeah. Yeah, back in September was when we had our Virgo new moon, and we have really been applying a lot of processes since then, and this is the time where we get to see fruition come from that. This is where we get to see how that affected us, and with Lilith hanging out there in Virgo, it applies extra scrutiny to everything that we have produced thus far. We are really examining it, sometimes over-examining it, but also just using that energy in a positive way. You can really see right now very clearly what it is that you've done that is working for you and what it is that you've done that is not working for you. And I think those are our Moon and Lilith messages for us this week. Let's get into our reads. Well, hello there, Virgo. Are we ready for our full moon? Both cards facing down. Not reversed, just not facing us. The sun and the devil. The sun is peeking up behind our devil energy in particular. Yeah, we're facing some monsters. We're facing some demons, internally, externally. But the sun's coming out. We're starting to see that these nightmares that we have been living, they were just that. Just a nightmare. Nothing but a dream. Ooh. Yeah. Step out into the sun, Virgos. Realize that it's all been a really bad dream. It's time to wake up, which I think was my message for Pisces as well. Our alternative, our opposite. How do I want to take the fact that justice got thrown under the table, practically into the trash can? How do we feel about justice being thrown under the table, practically into the trash can? That's what that feels like. There's a pull, a resistance to us achieving our balance. The contrast of these two is so great here. We may not be able to balance it out. It might be out of our hands how this plays at this point, and you know it probably has to be. Virgos can get a little controlling sometimes. We like to be in charge of a situation. We want to run the show, but we can't show this face right now. We do it quietly. Quietly running the show from behind the scenes. Movement is coming. Again, not being shown. starting to speak the thoughts inside of my head. I'm sorry. I'm getting into my own world here a little bit. Well, our world, I guess. But okay. It seems as though our justice, our balance, has been thrown out, discarded. It's not a wipe the slate clean kind of thing, though, like I said. But the things that we're building, the things that we are establishing, the things that we are moving towards are secretly significant. They're not faces that we're showing the rest of the world at this time, but they are happening. We are figuring it out. We are taking control of our physical realm, and we're picking it up and moving it on along to up out of the darkness, up out of the shadows, away from this devil energy and into that sunrise. It's a struggle bus to get here, and it's a struggle bus to get through this. I apologize. It's probably prospectively not as bad as I think it is, but that's Lilith for you. Fucking with her Virgo-ness. Couple of fours. 4 cups. 4 pentacles. That which is not lost is saved, and is saved wisely. You see how these 3 cups, our 4 of Cups guy, is staring at, very disappointed, very displeased with what's presented in front of him. And I feel like that's how we feel about our physical surroundings at this point. Like, there's nothing here to offer. But we forgot that we kept the special one, the special glass, that special water. We had that saved. We had that stored somewhere. We hid it. We hid it. And when we did hide it, we buried it in the ground as a seed, and it has grown. So don't be discouraged by what is showing its face to you right now, because you're not showing your face to the world in its true nature. Therefore, how can you expect to receive such offerings, correct? So pull out what you got. I'm not saying wipe out your bank account or anything like that, but I'm saying, like, you have a rainy day fund, whether it's physical, emotional, mental. There is something stored somewhere that is going to help you. It's a card you have not pulled, and it might be because it's a big one. It might be because it's a big one. It's the mother of all cards. Our star is coming in, or we are reaching for this star. We know where we need to go. We just can't see the path laid in front of us because it seems as if we're blocked by a bunch of disappointments. That's why we have secret weapons. A Knight of Wands, a Page of Pentacles. We have to go out there and get it. We have to use all of the knowledge that we have accumulated in this season, in this time. Think back to your Virgo new moon back in September, like, you've been studying, you've been working, and we are ready to step out into the night and see that star. 4, hit the board. Queen of Cups and a 4 of Swords. Struggle bus. It's not that I don't have words. I don't know why they're not coming out. I think the cards are just speaking in such deep volumes at this point in time. They're just going so deep that it's hard to pull the words up from where all of this is coming from. It's coming up from the gut, and that's a weird direction. That's awkward. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes it coming back up. But that's kind of how it feels, and I don't want it to come off as regurgitation. I don't know why I'm trying to mask it, trying to hide it. You know, if it's got to come up, it's got to come up. If it's got to go out, it's got to go out. I want to say, like, there's a hesitation in this 4 of Swords, but also it feels like patience right now. We know the choices that we want to make. We know what cups we want to raise up, what emotional connections we want to invest our time and self into, and we know which ones we want to dispose of, throw out. Our balance. It's even on the right sides. Look at that. The sun is on the side of the cup that is raised. The devil is on the cup that we dump out. But we have to be patient with ourselves with this process, because it takes time to move all of this, every single star in the universe, in order to come into your alignment. It takes a lot of willpower, a lot of strength, and a lot of patience. I really just want to say fuck justice. I want to say fuck balance. Fuck doing it the right way. And, like, start dropping those swords. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it at this point. Like, after this dance, after this battle, the sun trying to come out, the devil trying to pull us down, back down into the darkness. Like, aren't you if you feel tired, I feel tired. I just want to lay down, you know? But I can't, because we're still in danger. We're still in peril. We still have that devil coming after us. So we're never really getting a fully rested night's sleep. Not until we let the rest of those swords drop. And again, it's going to take a little more time and a little more patience, but be resolute. Hold this queenly energy and know that you know how you feel. You know exactly where these waters are going to flow. You know that you have been working very hard to establish your space, to carve out your physical desires at this time. And you've done it well. Everything that you have done, all of the steps that you have taken, have gotten you to this point, and though it still feels chaotic and convoluted, resolutions will come in time. Did that take a long time? I lost track of time and space. There could be 5 minutes of me just sitting here staring at the cards in silence. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it's a solid message. It is. Regardless of how it comes out, it's a solid message. Don't let yourself get tripped up and fall into old patterns and habits that we know don't serve us. Don't get too caught up and focused on the disappointments that are sitting in front of you. Just keep in mind that we've already saved. We've already put on reserve the one thing that we're going to need to go get this star. To go get your dreams. To start making your dreams a reality. To get there. That's all we want to do. We just want to get there. I know you want to get there. Me too. Me too. And we're going to be going. Practice patience. You will rest well again. Sleeping in the lion's den. Yeah, I know we're sleeping in the lion's den right now, but we can find comfort and peace in this. We can stop feeding this beast. We can stop feeding this beast and walk away. We can allow the sun to come in and shine on us. We can step out into happiness. We can experience joy. Don't hold yourself back from that. Don't hold yourself back from anything right now. This is our full moon. This is the time for us to harvest and release. You got this, Virgos. You're doing well. Just know that. Keep going. And we'll see you next time.